Hey everybody. So Montreal hosted the Anaheim Ducks tonight, and they really needed a win tonight. They're just decimated with the flu, a few players out, and a couple call ups. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to tell you who won, how they won, who scored, how they scored, and I'll give you 3 stars of the game and just a couple of stats. And that's all right here at Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything is dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. So if you want to see daily Habs videos, if you're a Habs fan, subscribe, ring the notifications bell, and that's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. And while you're on the way down there, if you like the video, give a thumbs up. And any comments in the comment section about the game, about the 3 star selection that I'm going to make, and yeah, anything like that. So let's get right into the game. So this was like a game. When I did my preview, I usually go through stats and keys to victory, all that kind of stuff. But with all the flu, they're not injuries, but the health issues going on right now with the Habs. Shea Weber being out for with a lower body injury for at least a week. I didn't know what kind of game to expect. I didn't know how the lines were going to be. I didn't know any of that, so I didn't know what to expect here in this game. I was hoping for a win. I had called it 3-2 for Anaheim because I figured Anaheim is healthier, and I didn't know how bad the Canadiens would be. So I ended up getting the score right. It was 3-2 for Montreal in overtime, and this is how it worked out. So in the first period, also this was a game where we see the further emergence of Nick Suzuki as a star player, possibly elite hockey player. He's already. They were saying it. The guys that were doing the game, they were saying it. Nick Suzuki's line is obviously now the top line. So Suzuki is now the number one center. And I kind of look. I want to tap myself on the shoulder for that, or the back for that, because I've been saying that for a little while. Nick Suzuki is obviously the emerging number one center on this team, and I said by next season he will be the number one center. I said at some point next season it is already happening, where you can see that Julian is just counting on this kid. So the first period was kind of boring. Um, they like that. You could tell Habs were sick. You could see it in their play. And the Ducks just looked horrible. I don't know if they're having health problems. They didn't say anything about it. They just looked horrible playing against this team that was obviously sick. At 17-18, they get a power play. No, I don't know. I don't know what Ducks player went off. I didn't write it down. But Suzuki fires a wrist shot from the top of the faceoff circle on the right side. That was just a beautiful wrist shot. Um, it wasn't a laser beam type of shot, but it was close. Just a beautiful, heavy shot. And it goes in. And Suzuki's 11th, his fifth power play goal, 5. It puts him in fourth place. I think he might have already been. He is 5 points out of the Calder race lead as far as points. I don't know why they're saying it's going to go to either Makar or Hughes. If Suzuki ends up beating them by 10 points, why would it do that? But anyway, that's another prediction of mine that Nick Suzuki would be in the Calder Cup race at the end of the Calder Trophy. Cup is the AHL Stanley Cup version of the Stanley Cup. So I had said in a very early video that, early in the season, that Nick Suzuki would be a finalist for the Calder Trophy, and it looks like he is going to be. He may not win it. I don't know why it's preset like that, but I think he's going to be maybe the top point getter as far as rookies anyway this year. And I would think that should win him the Calder Trophy, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. Okay, the assists go to Petrie and Tatar on that. So I wrote here, it was a bit of a nothing happening period, except for that Suzuki goal. The Habs look off, passing and energy, they're just off, obviously affected by the flu bug. 7 shots for Montreal, 14 for Anaheim, 1 power play goal for Montreal, 2 power plays for Anaheim, no goals. And that's their only power plays of the game. Second period. Again, It's kind of back and forth. Not great back and forth either. It's not like there's chances on both sides, but it's back and forth kind of play. At 9:54 on a really good pass by Raquel, who was behind the net, up to Silverberg, and he beats Price. Silverberg, it was the 16th from Raquel and Larson. It's tied up 1-1. Doesn't mean that it's looking bad, like, oh, all of a sudden Anaheim's coming on, because they don't. But it's tied up, and the game goes back to kind of a flow, back and forth flow. Not huge chances. Anaheim getting a lot more shots than Montreal. And there was a move by Nick Suzuki. He's breaking in up on the right side boards, and they're really close to the boards. A defender in front of him, and he just makes this beautiful little slick move to the left that he just sort of just goes right around him. He goes around another guy and gets a shot off, and it's just what a beautiful move, just showing you what this kid is going to be capable of. We haven't seen half of yet what he can do. I believe that we haven't seen half of it, but he is emerging. It is coming out of him as he gets more comfortable. He scored that goal. I got to should have said that. Scores the goal. He's a rookie. Think he'd be happy or jumping around, right? Scores the goal, stone faced, turns around, skates to the guys, no expression. A professional already as a rookie. This guy is like a 5 or 10 year vet. Scores a goal in a game where nothing to be excited about. Didn't get overly excited. Just I love to see that from a young player. So I have to say that. Okay. So at 13-16, there's a play. Kovalchuk is skating, I think coming down the left side, and he's ringing around the back of the net, but he's got speed. He's going by with speed, and he passes the puck up to Gallagher, who's in the slot. But the pass is just a gorgeous pass. That's what I wrote. A gorgeous pass by Covey, speeding around behind the net to Galley, and Galley buries it. So it's Galley's 18th. Still got a good shot for 30, and Covey gets the assist. So it's 2-1 Montreal, and the period ends that way. Solid period for Montreal. Price was sharp. Price was sharp this whole game. So and although look, honestly, the Anaheim, a lot of their shots came from outside the perimeters and from far, but he was sharp, and when the chances were in close, he was solid, especially in the third period. Shots on goal, did I do that? Montreal 10, Anaheim 11, 2 power plays for Montreal, no goals. Third period rolls around and starts off a little bit quicker. At 2:16, Grant, I just wrote your scores through the 5-hole. Although to me it looked like it looked like a bad goal by Price, let up by Price, because I thought it went in inside the post in his arm, and he kind of reached for it and didn't. I don't know, but then they were saying it went through the 5-hole. So if I'm wrong on that, and you're saying, well, it didn't go through the 5-hole, that's why I said it. So it's Grant's 12th from Rowney, and Grant was probably the Ducks' best player tonight. So it's tied up 2-2. Third period, you're thinking bad things, of course. Oh God, they're gonna blow it here. They need the game. I know they're sick and all that. Okay, and then I didn't write the time, but it's near. I think we're around 2 minutes left. Yeah, I did write 2 minutes left. So at 18 minutes, right around 18 minutes, I don't remember who it is that I write it. Silverberg gets kind of a breakaway. He's sort of covered, but he's in the clear, and Price just makes a classic, old school 2-pad stack, sliding to the side, stacking his pads. Beautiful, floppy, old school. Any of the goalies from the 80s kind of saved, and it was really nice. And I wrote here, could be a game saver, and I think it was, because if Anaheim scores there, game's over. Goes to overtime. Before that, Montreal had 9 shots, Anaheim 12, 2 power plays, no goals. Montreal had 5 power plays, they scored 1. So it goes to overtime, and it just takes 20 seconds into overtime. Petrie breaks in on a 2-on-1 with Suzuki, and he just fires a laser beam right into the top far corner, like boom, and beats what's his name there, Gibson. So it's Petrie's 8th goal from Armia, and they win in overtime, 3-2. So I had called 3-2 for Anaheim. I got the score right. I didn't get the goal scorer right, Evans, but I had called Evans, and Evans gets on the ice and gets a breakaway and gets two kind of pokes at it. Tried for the 5-hole, didn't get it, but I was going, oh my God. And he almost got it. But so I was really close. I got the score right, but the numbers on the score right for the wrong team, and almost had the first goal scorer. But anyways, really nice to see that they pulled a game like this out where they were definitely fighting uphill all the way, considering half the guys or a good bunch of the guys weren't feeling up 100%. So it was a really good game for them that way. 27 shots for Montreal, 37 for Anaheim. They were only 46% in the faceoff circle. They were 1 for 5 on the power play, scoring a power play goal at home. Good. They need to do that more often. And Anaheim was 0 for 2 on the power play. 3 stars. So 3-star time. Um, there was a few. I think there were a few guys that could have been stars. I had to mix them up. I was going to give Price second star. I'm giving it away. Third star, Nick Suzuki. Beautiful goal. Some beautiful moves all night. And Nick Suzuki is looking like the number one center. He is looking like he's already the number one center, Nick Suzuki. Making me look good because I've been talking this guy up for a while, and he's making me look good. Second star is Petrie for that beautiful, beautiful overtime goal. Plus, he had an assist on the first goal. And first star, Carey Price, because Carey Price, even though they weren't all hard shots, but there were enough really big saves made by Price. He was sharp all the way through the game, and I'm giving him first star. So the next game is Saturday. We're playing Toronto here in Montreal. Should be an exciting game. I am going, if you're still here, I'm going to be doing my live stream before the game so that I can watch the whole game and not be live streaming. So look for me to start 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I'll put the live stream up. You'll see it. So hope to see you all there. That's it for the review. It's running a little long. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give a thumbs up. And while you're on the way down there to do that, if you want to see more Habs videos on a basically daily basis, almost daily basis is what I should have said, subscribe and ring the notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge from Talking Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go Habs, go, and peace out. Bye, y'all.